Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of me, a passionate Eurovision fan reacting to the American Song Contest. Today we're going to have a look at entries from Illinois, California, Idaho, New Mexico, Missouri, American Samoa, North Carolina, Maryland, Michigan, and Guam. Same as in the previous episodes, I'm going to give you the state nickname, and I'm also going to tell you what is the first thing that pops into my head when I think of this particular state. So, Illinois is known as the Prairie State or the Land of Lincoln, which I didn't know Lincoln had anything to do with Illinois, honestly. This is news to me. But also, prairie is not the first thing that I think of when I think of Illinois. Obviously, the first thing that comes to my mind is the city of Chicago, which of course I associate with the Chicago Bulls, Michael Jordan. The first Matrix was shot in Chicago, wasn't it? I mean, plenty of movies have been shot in Chicago. The Dark Knight as well. Of course, the show Chicago Hope was set in Chicago. Kanye West is from Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. And of course, I associate that particular city with, a very populous Polish minority. Illinois is represented by Justin Jesso with the song Lifeline. So let's hear it. Lost in your ocean, can you throw me a lifeline? Starts off like a ballad, but they usually don't put a ballad first because they need something energetic to warm up the audience. Okay. You hear the fast beat there, so. Myself, I feel like crying. Ooh, I'm trying. Can you throw me a lifeline, baby? Can we last this lifetime, baby? I really don't get it why he goes so low with the lifeline, baby. It sounds a bit weird, honestly. The chorus really feels like a pre-chorus, like there should be something that comes after. It doesn't feel like the main event, you know? So I would fix that if I were him. Obviously, great performance. This is a pretty solid song, but it's missing something. That's just kind of how I felt listening to this. It is very lively, so that's good. You know that I like lively songs rather than the, somber, sad ones. I have pretty lukewarm feelings about it, all in all, though. So next up on our list is California, known as the Golden State. And as I said before, I'm not going to do this whole thing about like what comes to my mind when I think of the state for California, New York, and Texas, because they're too well known and that would be boring. So I'm just going to skip that. And we're going to get straight to the point, which is the song Keys to the Kingdom by Sweet Taboo. Let's listen. So, girl groups, that's always nice. So you look a bit like the trio from Totally Spice. Remember that cartoon? Or, a bit like Sailor Moon. That's a bit like TLC. They got one that raps. Oh my god! Cars? More cars? What's up with the cars? I mean, I do appreciate that they mix in Spanish. That always makes it a little bit more interesting. Fine. It's fine. I have a similar feeling to that when I was listening to the singer from New York, Anissa, right? Like, it's very generic pop. It's well written. But it's a little bit too generic, so that's why I don't really see it succeeding in the contest. Next up on our list is Idaho, and I honestly do not know anything about Idaho, actually. It's called the Jam State. Uncut jams. That's the only thing that came to my mind. I'm sorry, sorry to all the Idahoans. So we're going to listen to Andrew Shepard, performing Steady Machine. Oh no. You know I'm not a fan of acoustic guitars.
Some were lovers and others were just good friends.
This is probably the most country entry that I've listened to so far. Okay. I like it that that grew, that more instruments joined in. Definitely sounds better this way. I think this type of singing must require quite a bit of effort. And usually the more effort you put in, the worse it sounds. So I do actually appreciate people who, you know, like, put a lot of effort. You can kind of hear that their throat is really strained from the singing, but still they pull it off. Oh my god. My neighbors are doing renovation. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, this is completely not my kind of thing. If you've been watching my other videos, then you know already how I'm going to feel about this one. It's not my thing. I mean, I think that there's a lot of good qualities to this. I definitely think that his singing is really good, and I quite like his rasp and the timbre of his voice. I gotta say, I appreciate that. Next up on our list is New Mexico, known as the Land of Enchantment, or the Sunshine State. It seems like everyone wants to be the Sunshine State. What do I associate with New Mexico? Isn't that the Area 51 in New Mexico? Anyway, it's close to Mexico, alright? So, yeah, that's that. It's represented by Calisol, I think that's how you pronounce his name, with the song Drop. Yeah, they even have aliens, right, on stage, so... Everybody get loose with it. Now the party don't stop till the soul walk in. When the soul walk in and the door walk in. Well, the chorus might have been a little bit better. I mean, the thing about hip-hop is obviously that basically the chorus must carry the whole song, because obviously, I mean, people who appreciate good lyrics, good lyricists, they will listen to what you wrote there and to your rhymes, and they will appreciate that. But in general, for the song to do well on the radio, I think it does need to have a really nice hook and a good, powerful chorus. Perhaps I'll wait for my neighbor to finish. Yes, can I talk now? Thank you. I'm on the fence about this one. I mean, if it came on at a club, I would vibe to it, I would sway to it, but definitely not a song that I would seek out on purpose. Like, I would go on Spotify and go like, what was the name of that song? It was such a great song, I need to listen to it. Definitely not, I think. So, that's not great. But it's nice enough, okay? Okay, so next up on our list is the state of Missouri, known as the Show Me State. I do know one thing about Missouri, though. I know that Kansas City Chiefs are actually from Missouri, because Kansas City is also in Missouri, which makes no sense. We're going to listen to Haley, I think that's how you pronounce her stage name, it's all caps, with the song Better Things. Oh no. It's a ballad, isn't it? Why are you calling me from random numbers that I don't even know? 'Cause boy, I ain't even been missing you. I'm happier alone. Why are you wanting me to be hurt and then to be just like you? I'm just trying to spread my wings. I've been on to better things. Don't you worry about me. Sure, I can kind of relate to the sentiment, because sure, I had this one ex-boyfriend who like would text me like every 2 months, just checking if maybe I changed my mind. Well, I'm not a huge fan of the song. It sounds not super interesting. It doesn't sound convincing to me. Like, I don't think that she's really all that happy. It's more like she's singing it to convince herself, you know? That's how that sounds to me. It's like, why are you trying to make me hurt? It's like, Well, so it does hurt you when he calls you. Then stop pretending that you're so happy. Okay, you're still bothered, and that's fine. That's fine. Next up on our list is American Samoa, known as the Islands of Paradise. So we're going to listen to Tanel performing Full Circle.
Pray for the ones that we've got and blessed by the ones that we've lost. Yeah, yeah. Pray for the ones that we've got and blessed by the ones that we've lost. Yeah, yeah. Correct and learn. Let's bring them
It really feels like she's not putting a lot of effort into her singing, and that I appreciate a lot. Some of those songs are a little bit too verbose, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure you could put the same idea into fewer words and just give yourself and the audience some room to breathe, you know? I think I would like it if one time she dropped the yay yay from the chorus, you know, as a little bit of variation. I would have liked that. But in general, it's quite a catchy song. I definitely liked her singing, so it was quite cool. It was quite cool. It was definitely not boring, so good job there. Next up on our list is North Carolina, known as the Tar Heel State or the Old North State. So the only thing that I associate with North Carolina is Michael Jordan, because he is from North Carolina. I mean, as far as I know, he was born in Brooklyn, but he moved to North Carolina, like, as a child still with his family, so he spent his youth there, and obviously studied at the University of North Carolina. And that's literally the only thing. Okay, so we're going to listen to John Morgan performing Right in the Middle.
We're 2 minutes into a 3-minute song. Ought to feel right, but right now it don't. She's leaning in close like she wants a kiss, but it ain't that simple when you're right in the middle. Right in the middle of a blue-eyed memory in the summer rain. You and me and Petty singing Mary Jane, making more than smoke rings in the dark. Stole my Tar Heels hoodie and a piece of my heart. When I close my eyes, it's like a movie playing. Those goodbye baby tail lights fade. Guess what I'm saying is moving on's a little hard to do when I'm right in the middle of loving you.
See, I prefer songs like these, you know, about breakups. I think it's a little bit more earnest about how he really feels. Instead of like acting like, oh, I'm all fine now, like, fuck you. He's more like, yeah, I miss her. You know, she broke my heart, but I miss her. Oh yeah, guitar solo. The bridge might have been a little bit longer. I like bridges in general. Because, you know, like, choruses are great, but they do get repetitive, so it's nice to have a nice long bridge. Of course, you were slightly limited because, you know, only 3 minutes. But you could have shortened that first verse, I guess. Anyway, I'm nitpicking, right? Nice song. Although in general, not my kind of thing. I kind of appreciate the, like I said, the earnestness. When you feel that the song isn't fake and the singer, the artist, is not selling us something fake, but something that is real. And I think that makes all the difference, right? So then even when, Jesus Christ. So even when you're not super into this particular genre or something, it can still tug at the heartstrings, right? So that's what's important. So next up on our list is Maryland, known as the Free State, or the Old Line State. So the only thing that I associate with Maryland is that I think it's right next to Washington, D.C. If I'm not mistaken, then Virginia's to the south and Maryland is to the north. And that's literally it. I don't know anything else about this place. We're going to listen to Cisco Or is it Sisku? If that was Polish, actually, then the O with an accent mark, that would be pronounced as U. So that would be Sisku. Let's have a look. And the song, it's Up.
I'm from the home of the wire. Ain't nobody young but the freaks at night, moving to the rhythm.
I like this. I already can tell you that. Yeah. And of course, it's nice that there is this pre-chorus, which is slower. It's more melodious. And then it leads up to that drop. Very smart. Yeah, I kind of love this choreo. It's so silly. Really, really nice. Great energy. It's definitely something that I would dance to. I really like the pre-chorus, like I said. Nice singing there. And the drop is maybe not super... It's a little bit nondescript, but it does bring the right energy that you want for dancing. So it's good enough. Next up on our list is Michigan, known as the Wolverine State or the Great Lakes State. So Detroit is in Michigan, isn't it? So definitely I associate the state with that, right? Detroit, also known as the Motor City, and of course Motown Records, and Eminem, the song Detroit Rock City by Kiss, and yeah, all of that. So, you know, Detroit used to be a really prosperous city, and then because the industry pulled out of that city, it fell in some really hard times. Let's listen. So we're going to listen to Ada Leanne. Okay. So, fellow Ada, hello there. Of course, my name is pronounced Ada, not Ada. But, you know, spelled the same, right? And comes from most likely the exact same root, right? As far as I know, my name comes from Hebrew. Anyway, so Ada Leanne is going to be performing the song Natalie.
Let me guess, he's still mad at me, 'cause he said forever I'm yours, but he probably said it to me, and to you, and to her. It started out so good with every word he swore you would, but I was never the only one, and I'm sure I could never be Natalie.
It kind of sounds like Natalie is supposed to be the wife of this shady character who cheated on them both, plus one more person. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a little bit too boring for me. I don't know. It's just not my thing, honestly. Like, there have been some songs, right, about like lying, cheating bastards in music history that I think sounded better than this one. It had maybe slightly wittier lyrics. I think all of this could use a little bit of an upgrade. I'm just somehow not really vibing with it very much. Last up on our list is Guam, known as the land of the Chamorro, or also the hub of the Pacific, or the gateway to Micronesia. So I don't really associate anything with Guam other than the things that I just read. So we're going to listen to Jason J and the song Midnight.
You're lovely, look into the mirror, my queen. Take off all your filters, just bring
that body nearer. I've been waiting patient. Can I come over together? Just us two, we can go wherever, not far from the heart. To stay close by, have a couple of kids on the ribbons are tied to the old oak tree.
I'm always like trying to imagine what exactly is the story there, because it kind of sounds like when he starts first, like, you know, take off all those filters and all that stuff, you know, let me come over. It kind of sounded like they just matched on Tinder or something. The other possible explanation is that they've actually been friends for quite some time and he's just scrolling her social media. And are you seeing the exact same scenario as me when you listen to the song, or are you imagining a completely different scenario? Because I'm curious to know. I quite like his voice. Of course, it's a very chill song, not my favorite. It had this slight reggae vibe. I'm not into reggae. Hello, this is Ada from the future. Yes, this is the outfit from my next Eurovision video. So, you know, you get a teaser there. It turns out that I completely forgot the great state of Vermont. And I'm extremely sorry. And I have a good reason for that, okay? So I'm starting to suspect that the NBC YouTube channel is actually haunted, because videos just appear and disappear at random. I mean, it seems like after every show, right, the songs are up for some time and then they start disappearing and they're not available anymore. What's up with that? I don't know. Sometimes only some of them disappear. So this is what happened. I mean, like I saw before when I was preparing to film a reaction video that Vermont was, you know, on the list of all the states participating in the last qualifier, right? But then when I started making the reaction video, the song had disappeared from the NBC YouTube channel, and I just didn't notice that there was something off, that there were fewer states than there should have been. So I'm rectifying that mistake right now. So Vermont is known as the Green Mountain State because that's literally what the name means in French. And of course, the number one thing that I associate with Vermont is Senator Bernie Sanders, who represents this state in the US Senate. So we're going to listen to Josh Panda and his song Roller Coaster.
And don't you ever give in. Gotta dig a little deeper when the hill is getting steeper. You don't wanna be the leader, and it feels like it's too hard to climb.
Okay, wow.
And if we only win up, then you never get the feeling of the freedom when you're falling and you never hit the bottom. Oh, baby,
wow. That's gonna be the ultimate lip sync / karaoke challenge to sing this song.
You got your ticket, now enjoy the ride. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, and you're down, and you're down, oh no.
I really like the verses. The chorus is like, I don't know, it kind of needs something. It just needs a slightly different melody, something that would be a bit more interesting. I'm not a huge fan of the timbre of his voice. It's a little bit too high-pitched for me, but I gotta say that, you know, generally his manner of singing is really cool. Yeah. Okay, nice energy. Definitely better than Michigan or Missouri. It's a pretty nice song. Like I said, the chorus might have been a little bit catchier. I would change up the melody a little bit. I really enjoyed this like growl to his voice at times. You know, I kind of like it when, you know, vocalists come in that are slightly a bit more aggressive with the song, you know? I don't know if it changes anything in my overall like final results for this episode. I think that I won't have to like include it in either my tops or bottoms. I think that it's kind of like middle of the road, but quite nice. Okay, so this is it for today. I think that all in all, my favorite would have to be Cisco from Maryland. Right in the middle, even though it's not my kind of thing, I thought it was quite nice as well. So yeah, probably I would have to go with like Natalie and Better Things as my least favorite for today. Okay, so thank you very much. So we've listened to all of the songs for this year's contest, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see who wins. I'm quite curious. Thank you very much for sticking with me. There is going to be yet another review video for Eurovision. We still have the last episode of Eurosis to go. And then, of course, I will definitely be doing live streams on my Instagram when it comes to the semifinals, Eurovision semifinals, and grand final probably too. So, you can join me there. Of course, I'll definitely link my social media in the description of this video. Anyway, thank you very much for today. If you like this video, then please consider hitting the like button. That would really help me out in the YouTube algorithm. And if you would like some more content from me regarding the American Song Contest, Eurovision, then click subscribe and click the bell, and then you will definitely get notifications about any new videos coming up on my channel. So once again, thank you and bye!